Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Just got back from walkies with the dogs. Yeah, those are good walkies anyway. Yeah, I might include one of the clips with this video actually. Be an interesting clip to include. Anyway, this video is called, it's going to be a fun one to try and spell, Instigator of Aggression. Yes. So yeah. Well, in taking the dogs out earlier, I took Covie out to the car first, as I always do. You know, clipped her in. Then I thought, right, get the others out into the car. Of course, I forgot for a second because neighbour upstairs, his dog was out. Well, the one they got from me. They call him Harvey. He then wasn't Harvey when they got him. Which, of course, I don't think they told me that they wanted to change his name. It wasn't too bad because at least he stayed in the area. So, yeah. But hey, so his name is Harvey. Harvey is a barker, to say the least. Could come across as aggressive. Well, to a dog or a person who didn't necessarily know him. So anyway, that dog's up. Normally they just run straight into the car. Of course, because Harvey was there, Harvey was barking his head off at the dogs running through the garden. So Micky stopped. Micky went over and showed a bit of aggression to Harvey. Of course, then the owner is shouting his mouth off at me. You know, why do I let this dog in the garden? Blah, 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 blah. And basically my point to him was, yeah, why don't you train your dog to stop barking? And his answer was, he's in his own garden. He can do what he wants in his own garden. Yeah, okay. Harvey's behaving like an instigator of aggression. That's what he's doing. Yeah, that barking is aggressive. It's barking at my dogs when they run across the garden, so therefore it's aggressive. Now, most of my dogs, you know, I've trained, they don't bat an eyelid to it at all. They couldn't care less. The problem was Micky was attacked as a pup. I only got him back in January. So with Micky, we already know with Micky that if a dog is showing any signs of aggression towards him, he will react to that by showing more aggression back. That's what he does. So a lot of dogs who are attacked as puppies do the opposite. There's Micky. Shut. Yeah, as I say, with Mick, yeah, he's, yeah. Yeah, I've not had a lot of time to really work with Mick to try and get that out of him. And to be completely honest, it might not be something that I can get out of him, really. But, as I was trying to explain to the neighbour upstairs, if he was to train his dog to stop barking aggressively like that towards other dogs, then maybe, no dog would be aggressive towards him at all. Well, because, put it this way, video after video after video after video after video, whether it be in Cooper Park or Smelly Woods or Fairy Village Woods, yeah, we go past dogs all the time with Micky, and Micky does not bat an eyelid at other dogs unless they're showing aggression. Once they're showing aggression, it's a problem. But which dog and which owner is the cause of that? Not Micky. He's reacting to another dog. He's reacting very naturally to another dog. Really, the other dogs here that just walk past and go into the car, that don't really respond. Well, for example, Chewie, Riley, Amber, not wanting to tear Floyd apart, that's the neighbour's dog, is unnatural. Yeah, with that dog continuously harassing them, yeah, them not wanting to tear his jugular out is pretty unnatural, really. It sort of goes against the nature of, you know, dog that will want to survive. Whereas Mickey pretty much shows that nature, the natural nature of a dog. We'll put it this way. I mean, I've got an example. There was a perfect example yesterday, I think it was, on Facebook. You get videos on Facebook. Sorry, Messenger. Yeah. So it's on Facebook Messenger. Yeah. You go on there, you get loads of videos, and there was one. Well, it's the watch bit, because at the top of the Facebook, you've got home, you've got friends, you've got watch, you've got marketplace. What I have, you've got groups. So on the watch bit, you go there, you've got all these videos, and there was one video yesterday of a bloke who was basically saying, "I've been attacked a load of times." Now, of course, what he doesn't admit is that he's an instigator of aggression. Completely and utterly an instigator of aggression. I mean, in one video, he's pretending to be on the phone. He's standing next to someone who's lifting weights. He's saying on the phone that there's a girl making noise lifting weights near him. Now, this bloke then puts down his weights and says, "Excuse me, what did you say?" He said, "No worries, I wasn't talking about you, don't worry." And as the bloke was walking away, he said, "Oh, the female's just come over and spoke to me about it." Excuse me? You call this bloke a girl? He come over to you saying, "Excuse me, what are you saying?" Then you pretend you weren't talking about him. Then you make it completely obvious you were talking about him. It's like, what? There was a whole load of them where he'd been attacked by people for doing exactly that. Yeah, he got smacked by a woman in the street because, again, pretending to be on the phone speaking to someone, saying, "I found you the perfect Oriental bride." I'm not even sure if this girl was Oriental. I don't think she was, probably. Then he said, "She looks okay. She might be a bit of a whore, but you can train her out of that." Of course, the woman, "Excuse me? What did you just say?" Well, he said, "Don't worry, I wasn't speaking about you." Then went straight back on the phone as she was walking away saying, "No, I wouldn't go with that one. She's just come over and questioned me." What? What the heck? You're trying to get people to have a go at you. And then when they do, you're blaming the people that have a go at you. You're acting as if they're out of order. They're not. They're doing what is completely natural. Exactly like Mickey was doing what was completely natural. I say, you look at the videos where I've been on walks, various walks at different places. We've come across different dogs, different sized dogs. Mickey has not batted an eyelid because those dogs have shown no aggression towards him at all. None. But when there's a dog, climbing up on the fence and then barking over the fence at him, well then, he's being shown aggression to him. Unfortunately, he then decides that he's going to show aggression back. Now, of course, had Mickey bitten Harvey, then I would have put Mickey on a muzzle. No problem at all. I would have sorted that out. Mickey would have been on a muzzle or on the lead, leaving here. No problem at all. The thing of it is that with these people upstairs, normally to make sure there's no dogs outside, to make sure there's no issues, I would normally close the gate, let them out there. Once I've locked the door, I got the steps, then I call them up so I can supervise everything. But of course, they then complained about the amount of noise the dogs were making when I was doing that. So can't win. It's a lose-lose situation. It's a can't-win situation. Yeah. Well, actually, this is the point. The neighbour himself did exactly what he was caught accusing Micky of doing. Because I responded, because I said to him that he was lazy because he hadn't bothered to train his dog to stop barking. He come over, chest all pumped up, trying to get in my face, exactly what Micky did. He did the human version of what Micky did. And he would believe, he would be telling his missus, he'd be telling the neighbours that he was in the right to do that. Yeah, so wasn't Micky in the right to do that, what he did? Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Put it this way, I mean, to me, it is laziness. If you have a dog and that dog is barky, aggressive, then at some point your dog is going to be attacked by another dog. It's going to happen because your dog is showing aggression to dogs. And at some point, a dog is going to attack your dog. That is going to happen. That is a reality of the situation. So, in the end, people have to decide what they want. Do you want to pretend that you care about your dogs, or do you want to actually show that you care about your dogs? I've said about next door neighbour. She allowed her dog. They sat there and watched Floyd attack Chewie, Riley, and Amber. Just sat there and watched it. Didn't bat an eye. Didn't care. They didn't care in any way, shape, or form. But as soon as that dog tried to attack Micky, and Micky basically told that dog to sod off, suddenly, but my dog is out of order. I'm out of order for not supervising Micky. But again, if you care about your dog, stop your dog from being aggressive. I could easily go into details and talk about why Floyd and Harvey are showing aggression. It's easy to understand why they're doing it. Not complicated in any way, shape, or form. Easy to solve. But it won't be solved. Because the people who actually own the dogs don't want to solve the problems. But in the end, here's what it is, isn't it? If you think that's showing aggression, being more aggressive to a sign of aggression, if you think that's out of order, well then don't do the same yourself. If you think it's okay, right, for example, if you think it's okay that somebody says something that you find offensive, and you want to not only make that person pay for what they said for over a year, but get neighbours involved in making that person pay, then why the blinking Nora shouldn't Micky make Harvey pay for whatever Harvey's saying to Micky? I don't know what he's saying. Do you know what he's saying? Micky might know what he's saying. I don't know. Maybe Harvey's telling Micky to F off in dog language. Maybe Harvey is saying something derogatory to Micky. Possibly, yeah. Stop being hypocrites. Well, no, please continue. Please, actually, please continue to be hypocrites. Please. I said stop because from a Christian point of view, you want people to not face the consequences of their actions, really. You want them to get their life sorted out before they have to face them. But, sorry, you live by a rule. The rule you live by is if somebody says something, you're going to times it by a certain amount. So there you go. You live by the sword, die by the bloody sword. Face the consequences of it. It's what it is. I say, But Micky, no. We go for walks 2 to 3 times a day. We come across dogs every flipping day. Every flipping day. 99.9% time, there's no aggression from Micky at all. Why? Because the other dogs aren't showing aggression. They just aren't doing it. So therefore, Mickey doesn't show aggression to them. Of course he doesn't. They're not showing aggression, so why would he? No, that's it. You know? The reality is, if you want to be an instigator of aggression, or if you want to allow your dog or your pet in any way, shape, or form, be it a dog or cat, to be an instigator of aggression, then you cannot be surprised in any way, shape, or form if at some point in time you or your dog or your cat come across like themselves that is more aggressive than them. It's going to happen eventually, isn't it? Really is. I mean, when I was doing my walk, I was thinking for example, with Harvey, a human example of Harvey would be someone standing in their garden shouting abuse at people as they walk past. Eventually, someone's going to stop and say, "Excuse me." Most people would just walk past. Most of my dogs would just walk past that. Yeah. But no, as I say, Mickey, apparently he was attacked as a pup, and the people that had him for 3 years didn't train it out of him. They didn't train that aggression, because even with me, if he's eating food and I go anywhere near him or having a drink or anything like that, then he starts snarling at me. Even when he comes in, I then make a bit of a fuss out of him, and when he's basically saying, that he loves me, he's snarling. That's Mickey. He snarls a lot. That's him. That's his nature. That's who he is. So whether that can be trained out of him, I don't know. I have no idea. But so anyway, I'll keep working on him to try and get that out of him, because it's not a good thing, really. Because once in a while, if we do go for quite often, he runs ahead. I don't want him to come across an aggressive dog and acting aggressively towards it. That won't be good for him necessarily. Certainly if I can't provide evidence that the other dog was the aggressor first, it could be a problem for Mickey. So I need to train him out of that, but that's going to take time to do that. But it's weird, isn't it, that both sets of neighbours expect me to train my dogs, but they have no desire whatsoever to train theirs. None at all. Anyway, so there you go. Instigator of aggression. So there's that one. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye. See, Mickey, another dog. Any aggression? No. See? None at all. Mickey here. Riley here. Riley, leave. See, no aggression at all. Yeah, Riley. Is that a baby?
Yeah, she's tiny.
Aye. How old is she?
7.5 months. So how's old your little one?
Well, she's about. Well, she's nearly 3 months old now.
Sorry, 3 months.
Yeah.
She's lost her ball.
Wait, Mickey here.
Okay, it's over there, sweetheart.
That's all right. He's good at leaving.
Yeah, she's 7.5 months.
Aye. She's a good size. It's better for you to take it. Why don't you leave now? Why don't you?
They're beautiful.
Wait, leave it now, Riley. I've got another 2 indoors.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, well, one's just had babies.
All right, okay.
We've got 9 little babies.
Oh gosh.
I just saw on the video. One of the babies is so small.
Okay.
Yeah, over half the size of the others.
Okay.
And so with that one, I'm having to try and feed it, because obviously it's got no chance of feeding from mum.
Because she was one of 7.
Aye.
We had them. We had the puppies at
Aye.
ours.
What happened there? Covie, Cove.
Hello. Okay, be gentle. She's just.
That's all right.
Who's barking? Oh, you heard
Covie,
she's just-
Covie, come here.
Coco.
Covie here. Come here.
Coco.
Come here, Buzz. I got you.
She's just
I got you.
She's just
I got you.
scared
I
like
got
you
you.
are.
I got you. I got
Coco,
you.
down.
I got you. I got you.
Coco.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you. I got you, Coves. I got you, Bubs.
So are you keeping any, or are you?
No. Well, that litter is probably going to be rehomed,
Yeah.
and then next litter she has, I'll probably keep one of them and then get her done.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, because her her mum is our daughter's dog.
Aye.
And yeah, we're having this great debate about whether we have one more
Aye.
from her
Aye.
or not.
Wait, stay here.
Because Jenny would quite like her.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye. Indeed. Right, I better get these on.
Yeah.
We'll get these ahead of these two. Right, come on you go. Right, 1 second. Covie, wait there, bub. I'll just get these ahead of you. Because otherwise they're going to be catching up anyway. Come on you go. Right. Of the 9 puppies, we've got a little tiny one that I've... 1 second. Covie, come here. We're not going that way. We don't go that way, Coves. We go this way. We don't want you getting lost again, Covie. So we've got a little one that I've called Tiny Tina for now. Little girl, absolutely blinking tiny. You know, no amount of fat on her at all. She's absolutely titty blinking tiny. She really, really is. Put it this way, you just hold her in the palm of your hand. Easy. Easy. I've not got big hands, but easy. They fit in my hand. That puppy fits in my hand. Yeah, lengthways, beautifully. Yeah, basically she's Border Collie pup, but she's more like the size of a Jack Russell pup. Way smaller than the rest. Yeah, less than half the size of the rest. So, but last night I started feeding her. Yeah, with a syringe and some milk that I made up for her. And her belly was getting bigger. So that would suggest, not absolutely confirmed, but that would suggest that she can swallow. So that's good. Yeah. So it's not a certainty, but that would suggest that she can swallow. If that's the case, then she has a very good chance of making it. I will contact the vets tomorrow, have a chat with them and see what they say, whether I need to get any sort of supplement for the pup to put within the milk, mixed in the milk, to give the pup the, well, basically, put it this way. We had a pup previously, I think one of Lucy's. Oh, I've forgotten the name again. I've forgotten the name again. I don't know what name the pup was. Could be Ralphie. It was around that sort of time that Ralphie was around, but it could be Ralphie. But he was he just struggled to feed. He just couldn't quite figure it out. His suckling ability was really, really poor. And so I started feeding him. Mickey Moo, come. Looks like someone's had a fire. Yep. Okay. You've got an area there, and you've got an area there. Let's go there for now. We'll follow Mickey. Mickey seems to think he knows the way, so okay, we'll go this way. As I say, with the little baby, previously, one of Lucy's, on the birthday, I think it's the 2nd year of the pup, I texted the person to say happy birthday to the pup, and she informed me that he had died. That he was a very, very, very unhealthy pup. Basically from the moment, from very recently after she got him, he was showing signs of issues. And it could very well be because he didn't get what he needed to get from mum. That's quite likely, within the realm of possibilities as to what happened to him. And so with this one, that's what I say. I need to speak to the vets to say, well, because in the first 2 weeks, really the first, I'd say week really, of feeding from mum, that's when the pups really do need to get mummy's milk, because there's loads of stuff in there that protects the pup from different types of infection. And so very, 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 very important indeed, to have all of that available. I know where we are. Yes, indeed. Oh, there's a path to the caravan park there. Yeah. And this is where we come in with Stuart. We walk this way and we come in here. That way. Yeah, okay. Very, very interesting. Oh, we found that bit now. Right. We'll go a bit further, then we'll come back, I think. We need to take that path then. Okay. Either path will do. Either of those paths, that one or that one. Yeah. So those little bubs, unfortunately at night she's got to sort of manage it herself. But during the day, every sort of hour or 2 hours, I feed her. Yeah, I give her some food. Well, what's good actually, the first day she wouldn't open her mouth. Well, the first time I feed her, she wouldn't open her mouth. Now, when I got the syringe ready, I just touch the syringe around her mouth, mouth open. She knows. She knows straight away that that's food. That's good. So, yeah. Well, of course, part of the problem is that you're concerned. If the puppy can't swallow, then basically that pup's going to die. But rather than that pup dying gradually, you try feeding the pup, you're suffocating it. That's all you're doing. So that is a concern. You don't want to do that. So last night when I was feeding her, I was just saying to her, look, if you don't make it, little lady, you can look down from heaven and you can see that, yes, I was trying to help you. I was trying to just let you know that you're loved. That's all. So I give her a little belly rub and, little back rub. Not too much because she's basically just skin and bone right now. She really is incredibly slim. So it's like, right, okay, let's try and get some food inside you so you can survive and, we can get you on the right path. And I'll speak to the vets about a way of fattening them up. Really, although the problem is you can't really do it now. You can fatten up a dog later. Like a mum who's had pups and has got a bit skinny after feeding pups, you can fatten them up quite nicely after that. But I'm not sure about a newborn puppy. How you're going to fatten one of them up? You just need to feed it and hope that that everything happens that should happen, really.